like as I'd spent a lifetime escaping myself and being alone and feeling alone, the 12 steps gave me something where I felt welcomed, where I felt belonged to, where I felt like there was a chance to have a different life, because people there were the first people that I'd ever met that had stopped taking drugs and had some sort of life without drugs. But then they had asked me to believe that I'm powerless, that I need a higher power, that I need to attend meetings, that I need to do service, that I need to go through this process in order to find freedom. So it was a little bit conflicting. So powerlessness seems like the truth. At first, when we go to meetings, we can read about powerlessness and we can apply it to ourselves and go, yep, that's true. That description in that book fits for me, because it does. It did fit for me. I was doing things against my will. I couldn't change my behavior. I couldn't choose not to use. Once I started taking drugs, I was off. That was true for me. Because my own Now, while that is a useful concept and valuable at the start of a recovery process, because it allows us time away from that behavior as an escapism, then what happens is a couple of things. Is the powerlessness is not ended. So most people transfer addictions. They like I did. I put down one thing, I picked up another. As soon as I put down drugs, I picked up food. As soon as I put down food, I picked up pornography. As soon as I put down pornography, I pick up food again, then the gym, then a relationship, then money, then one thing and another. That's the process that most people are in. So actually the fire has not been put out through the belief of powerlessness. But we have stopped taking drugs and alcohol, which is useful. And the thing about it is that at some point it becomes a limitation. You have to be able to go beyond that to truly go onto the healing journey. You can't go on the healing journey through a belief in powerlessness, because powerlessness is a belief in something, in a concept that we subscribe to. And this actually becomes a limitation, actually becomes a blockage on the healing journey. So it's a great structure, it's a great idea, it's a great giving you a moment of respite, but it's not meant to be a lifelong thing. It's not meant to be a lifelong belief for yourself because of the limitations of it. So on one hand, it can save your life, and I do suggest people go to meetings that are struggling, because there's no other power. No, it's unparalleled in its community, in its structure, in its way that it guides people. But it is a stepping stone. It can become a limitation. It is not the journey of your life. At some point, you can wake up and go, hold on a minute, this is not true. And part of the reason people stay for life is because their whole identity structure has been recreated within the constructs of the process. So they become popular in meetings. They take on multiple service positions. Their whole friendships is around meetings. So in some way, their identity, who they think they are, and particularly clean time, because people, once they have a period of clean time, you'll quite often hear people say, I haven't got another relapse in me, because of the shame they feel that they commit suicide. And that has happened so many times with people. But what if relapse wasn't a failure? What if you weren't powerless? Then would there be shame around relapse? You know, it's a different way of looking at things. So there's so much stuff attached to the identity that is a limitation. And breaking free of identity altogether, not finding a new identity, like seeing who you are beyond the identity, is where the healing journey can begin. So by breaking free of the identity of addict, being powerless in recovery, there's freedom in that. There's freedom in beyond this structure. There's freedom because the journey home, the healing journey, is to yourself. It can't be had by a concept. You have to go alone into yourself. No one can go into yourself with you. Somebody can guide you in there, but you have to go alone to your own heart. And that is the journey to true healing. So the steps are not wrong. I'm not making them wrong. In fact, I'm still grateful for that part of my life, and I suggest other people go there that need it. But understand the limitations of them. That they are a stepping stone on the journey. They are a path to healing. Without being abstinent, it's quite difficult to hear anything through a clear mind. So all of it is a beautiful step along the journey. Just understand there's more to it.